Hello, and welcome to Old School Nana. We're in Nana's kitchen again today, and we are going to do something, I think it's like magical. We're going to make homemade cheese with 2 ingredients. That's right, just 2, milk and vinegar. All right, let's start with our milk. I have some fresh A2 Jersey milk. It's raw, it's cream top, and it is delicious, and it makes this cheese so good. Now, you might not have access to that, and I understand. And if you don't, just use milk from the grocery store. It'll be fine. But you might want to make sure it's a whole milk. You don't have to make 1.5 gallons at a time. You can make 1/2 gallon if that's what you prefer, and we'll just put less vinegar in it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to pour the milk in a large, heavy bottom pot. And I'm going to shake this milk up good because I definitely want to get that cream off the side if I can. I need it. I want it in my cheese. It's going to make that cheese amazing. All right, here we go. What else do we need as far as supplies? Well, like I said, we need vinegar. Just plain white distilled vinegar is perfectly fine. We're just pouring milk into a heavy bottom pot. Why should it have a heavy bottom? Well, I'd like for it not to scorch or stick. And so I have my pot. I've put the stove on medium because I have a large amount of milk and I'd like for it to get hot, before tomorrow. I have just a measuring cup and I have some just regular old white vinegar. I have a thermometer because we're going to heat this milk to about 185 degrees. And then you will see the magic happen. I've got a spoon to stir it with. And for now, that's all I need. All right. We've been heating this milk for a while. I've turned the heat up along the way, and I'm still stirring. And Papa has agreed to come in and be the cameraman. And so I want you guys to see what it looks like at this point. We've got little tiny, almost like foam on top because we are almost to 185 degrees. Now, let me just see if I can turn that around. I don't know if y'all, we are 185. Okay, good deal. Now, here's what I'm going to do next. Should have already had done. First of all, I'm going to turn the heat off. Now, you want a 1/4 cup vinegar per 1/2 gallon. Well, we have 1.5 gallons. So we're going to pour up about a little bit more, but it'll be all right. 3/4 cup of vinegar. I'm going to set this milk off of the heat. And Papa's going to come over here because I want y'all to see. This is where the magic happens. See, that milk is hot. It's got kind of a little foam on top. Now I'm going to just gently trickle in this vinegar while I'm gently stirring the hot milk. It is really amazing. It was so amazing to me the first time I saw it happen. And honestly, it still amazes me when I see it. You will not believe what is about to happen. At this point, as I always say, this is where the magic happens. You see it? Do you see it happening in there? Can y'all see it from where you're at? Look at this. Look at this. You see the milky stuff starting to gather together? And you see the yellow separating from the milk? Now, this is not cottage cheese. It will not be cottage cheese. It's a cheese called Paneer. 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 And so we've all heard that little nursery rhyme. Little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet eating her curds and whey. This, my friends, this is curds and whey. And we're going to just gently stir for about another minute, minute and a half, and allow that vinegar to do the magic and react with the proteins in that milk. We want all the proteins to gather up, grab up as much of that fat as we can, because you know we used some beautiful cream. Now, at this point, we're going to let it sit for about 20 minutes. Give it a chance to do all of the magic that it's going to do. And then we'll get back with you. About 20 minutes. All right, y'all don't go away yet. You haven't seen the whole thing. You gotta wait. There we go, 20 minutes. Well, there we go. Timer is sounding and tells us 20 minutes are up. Papa has agreed to come over for a minute and be our cameraman. Come and show him what it looks like in here now. It's just been sitting there getting happy, and he's going to pour this up for us because it can be pretty heavy and it is hot, and I'm not that strong. Well, I mean, I can do it. I just generally dip it out a little at a time, but he agreed to come and do this next part. So y'all bear with us for just a second. We are not professionals here. This is not a professional cooking show. I hope y'all can see, because I can't see what I'm filming. I hope you can see inside that pot. There it is. There it is. Beautiful, beautiful cheese. Now, I know that it's, I think officially called Paneer. It would be the equivalent of, you know, curds and whey. And I don't know, can you get a picture of the whey inside there, Papa? Now, y'all know us. We're not going to just pour that whey down the sink. That whey is going on the garden because it will add calcium and protein to our garden, mostly calcium. And if you know anything about tomatoes, they need calcium. And maybe some of your others as well. They call it blossom end rot. If you see some of your tomatoes or squash getting all black and yucky at the blossom end, generally it means that they're short on calcium. Well, this right here is a really good help to your garden. And then I'll probably press it, you know, with a little plate and continue to kind of mash that whey out of there. I'd really like for it to drain. And maybe even if I can get this heavier bottle of vinegar to balance on there, which I think is probably not going to happen, but I thought I could try. You know, every now and then. How about I don't walk off and leave it? But anyways, I'm going to let it sit on there and continue to drain. Then I will salt it, and we'll come back in a little while, and we're going to fry some of this because I want you guys to see what happens next. Please don't go away. Let's come back in a few minutes and see how well this has drained. We're going to fry some of this up for y'all, and I want you to see what ends up. More magic. Actually, we were just shocked when we found out what would happen when we fried it. I put our cheese in the refrigerator just inside like a zipper bag, and you wouldn't have had to do that. You could have eaten it right as soon as we took it out of the drain where we were draining it in that colander. Well, here's what we're going to do today. Today's Papa's birthday. I want y'all to see his cake he bought for himself because, you know, I wasn't baking a cake today. I think I will maybe bake some keto cookies, and I'll tell you why. Rich and Shelley, our son and daughter-in-law, are coming over from Air to Ground Farms to have a steak dinner with us and celebrate Papa's birthday. And so I know they're going to be, well, they'll be hungry, ready for a little snack while we're having a cold drink and grilling the steaks. So I thought, what better thing to do than serve them some of our fried cheese that we made. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put that little guy in there. Olive oil and seasoning. In this case, I put some Greek seasoning in there, but you could just put salt and pepper or a taco seasoning. Curry is amazing. Any kind of seasoning you would like, get it in there with your olive oil, get it heated up. Now we want that to get real good and sizzly because we don't want to fry it too long because it might become a little tough. It'll still taste amazing. But we just kind of want to flash fry it really quickly. You could drop it in a deep fryer if you wanted to. But here's the, well, you know, we already had magic, right? When we put the vinegar in and it just turned magically into cheese. Well, here's the next magic thing about it. This cheese, Paneer, or we just call it farm cheese or farmer's cheese, you can fry it and it doesn't melt. It doesn't melt. It just turns into just a really browned, crispy, delicious, keto-friendly, high nutrition, got lots of calcium and protein in it from your cheese, or from your milk, really. Y'all know the only thing we put in there was milk and vinegar. And what a great snack this was going to be. But Papa and I thought, well, you know, just so we're good hosts, we should at least go ahead and try some and see, like, did it turn out okay, this cheese that we made the other day? I think it's going to. It's already looking amazing. Like I said, we want that oil to be good and hot. We want that cheese to fry quickly on each side. And then we'll just quickly take it up and it'll be amazing. So I really hope that the next time you guys have milk that maybe turned just a tiny bit, like, you know, I mean, it's still good, but it was a little bit on the edge and you don't want to pour it out. Don't pour it out. Put it in a pan. Heat it up. Stir some vinegar into it. Strain it. Turn it into cheese. Whoa, this is starting to pop, y'all. Oh, nice. Look how crispy I'm getting it. Yep, here we go. This is what we were after, Papa. All right, we're going to take this up and let it cool for a few seconds, y'all. We shouldn't be trying this right this very second because it is hot. But you get the drift, right? You get the idea of what you need to do. Now, I don't care that it wasn't all pretty in a cheese mold, cheese wheel. It'd be, you know what? It'll taste just as good one way or the other. All right, I'm going to get real brave here, Papa, and pick it up, blow it off. It's still hot. I can, Oh, that's good. Y'all, that tastes like meat. Like, you can fry that and it just is like, it's a meat substitute. Yeah, I think so. Oh, man. Crispy as can be on the outside. Flavorful, of course, from the olive oil and the seasoning. Just soft, tender inside, in the middle. Rich and Shelley are going to enjoy this when they get here. Well, this has been fun. I really hope that you guys saw how simple it was to make your own homemade cheese. Your family and friends won't believe it. They'll just be shocked. They'll be like, what? You made your own cheese? Good for you. Anyway, the most important thing, y'all know I can't probably sign with my left hand, is this. Just in case no one has told you today, Nana loves you.